Think you know which way it's going to go? You should head on over to Sports Interaction. When the puck drops, Sports Interaction has you covered.
Live in play.
Live in play.
But pregame.
Pregame, live in play are one of their many prop bets. I wasn't ready.
On all major sports and prop bets. Wanna bet? SportsInteraction.com/STPN. 19 plus, please play responsibly. I'm keeping them on their toes.
I don't remember where
What
I was
did you
going
think of
with
Stuart Skinner?
Not the best. I mean, he
Should
won.
hear what he said about you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Where was he when I was lighting it up in Plymouth?
Right, you're right.
You know, where was he? He's a pigeon. That's what we called them. Back in the O. He's a pigeon.
What did you think of Stuart Skinner?
He gives up really big, juicy rebounds. And it's something that I've noticed a little bit about the Leafs goalies is sometimes the rebounds are there for them too. But what I don't say this often, but times are changing and the Leafs defense is at least middle of the pack. It's not bad. What the Leafs defense does well that I don't think the Oilers defense does well at all is clear the rebounds. But Skinner kicks them out. There's nothing subtle about him. And Joel Armia picked up his first point of the season. Dodonov picked up his second goal. You think the Leafs bottom six is hurting? Oh boy. Habs bottom six can't get anything done. But Skinner was okay.
I was watching fantasy closely, like the waiver wire and everything, and Stuart Skinner was an easy pickup. And since November 12th, he is 5-2. And I don't know if it's a thing that the Oilers are playing better in front of him as opposed to Campbell, but I think right now I declare him the starter over Jack.
I agree with you, but his numbers are terrible over that span.
No, he's still a 9-11 on the season.
On the season, but you're talking about this little streak he's on. Even though he's 5-2 over that
9-11.
time span, he's got what, 2 games over 900 out of those
he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 games over 900.
Yeah, he had 3 games where he was particularly poor, but 3 games where he was at very least league average, if not above. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know what the Kings do with Peterson, and I don't know what the Oilers do with Campbell. And Campbell's so much more dire because he's older than Peterson and he's signed for 2 more years.
Yeah.
It's a 5-year contract.
Is this one of those situations where, like, Campbell, I feel, is almost like what the Kings had with Quick, where you're stuck with it. So make it work. Or Bobrovsky in Florida. Stuck with it. Make it work.
At least you look at Quick and have fond memories, though. Like, Campbell just got there, man.
I know, but
yeah, there's no track record with Jack Campbell in Edmonton, unfortunately, and it has a lot to do with their defense. Like their defense hasn't. I don't know your perspective on their defense on Saturday. I don't know what it is, but like I don't think it's been great all year long. They allow a lot of high danger scoring chances the other way to their opponents.
They always have.
And they've never really addressed it. And we see it a lot in the goaltending play where they have to face all of these high danger shots.
But the thing is, the defense looks a lot better when Stuart Skinner's in net.
A little bit.
It's better. It is.
Yeah.
Guys, have you watched the Jack Campbell game?
Yeah, no pucks.
A lot better.
Pucks go through Campbell.
Right.
I didn't see any pucks go through Skinner to my memory.
Okay.
And they struggle. I think they would struggle against a team with a better forecheck than Montreal because another thing I noticed them struggle with, although I don't think they ever paid for it with a goal, is when the other team has the puck behind their net.
Interesting.
It's staying there. It's staying there until they throw it in front for a scoring chance. Yeah.
Last 8 games for Jack Campbell. How many games above a 900?
Last how many games?
8 games.
1.
2.
2. Oy vey. I mean, Oilers fans, I'm sure you've heard it from Leaf fans. That guy gets rattled. And they gotta give him. They gotta find ways to get his confidence back. Maybe you give him the easier starts for the next little bit. You know, you're playing. I don't know. I know Washington's in Alberta right now. Or are they? They played the Flames the other day. I don't remember.
So they should play. They're going to play the Oilers next.
Yeah. So and Washington's amongst the worst teams in the NHL in goals for, which is shocking because that's the opposite of their identity. So maybe give them the Washington game,
Yeah, they play
And
Washington.
just don't take penalties.
They play Washington tonight. There's the schedule there.
There you go. So just don't take penalties. They took way too many against Montreal. McDavid took 2 and drew 2. They're a bunch of fun. They're not the Leafs.
Right, and they can outscore all their problems. That's the thing here. Like, Draisaitl and McDavid can just make this fine.
Yeah, they are the dog days of Babcock on the Leafs on Liver Kings. Like, just on absolute steroids. On $12,000 a month worth of steroids.
They're top heavy.
Well, they've won 2 games this season where they were losing 3-0. That's not supposed to happen to you more than once in a blue moon, and it's happened to them twice in the first quarter of the season.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good to have that in your back pocket. But they've also blown some leads, and I just don't have the same faith in this current group of Edmonton Oilers that I had in last year's playoffs. Last year's playoffs, I think they very clearly demonstrated, like, all right, we're here, and no, we're not perfect, but it's okay because we have 2 perfect players.
Right.
And McDavid
Are they
and
better than
Draisaitl.
last year?
I don't think so right now.
No.
Not right now,
Not
but
right
they
now
are
at all.
capable.
Now, remember, though, 2 things changed the Oilers' fortunes last year in a huge way. The first was Jay Woodcroft.
Yep.
So he's behind the bench now, and they're still mediocre. They're better than they were before he arrived. But
Jay Woodcroft in that stance.
and that
lean. That butt.
That lean.
Yeah.
The other thing that completely changed the complexion of that roster is Evander Kane. And
He's not there.
it makes your you know what makes your defense better? When you're always on offense.
Yeah. That's fair.
And they lack.
So
in that department.
one of the biggest beneficiaries of Evander Kane being out right now, though, is Zach Hyman, who has been on an absolute tear this season in terms of his points production and just getting shots on goal. I don't think he's on pace to set career highs. He has 9 goals right now, 17 assists.
I hope he plays tonight, actually. But I was surprised he finished the game because did you see the friggin' cross check he took from Joel Edmondson?
No.
Edmondson got 5 in a game for it's basically what Matthews did to Darlene, except at the end of it, Edmondson drove Hyman's head into the glass.
Oh.
And he had this big gash in his forehead, and it led to a 5-on-3. And Jesse's got it up on the screen right now.
Oh, it's in movement too. Matthews was
no,
moving.
it's twice though. So he gets him once good. See, it rides up the shoulder, hits him in the neck, and then he
then
follows
drives
it
him.
up by driving his head.
So it's interesting with that.
He should be getting suspended for that.
As,
That's
no, he
bullshit.
won't because he's not a Leaf.
It already happened over 24 hours ago.
If the rumors are to be believed, they're going to be teammates in the next week or so. Apparently, Edmonton is potentially willing to offer a first-round pick for Joel Edmondson. That's how badly they want him.
Who said that?
That's the scuttlebutt.
Who?
Who? I don't actually have it.
Give up
They
the
need
info.
they need someone who can do the things prime Joel Edmondson can do. But someone who can do the things that prime Joel Edmondson could do isn't Joel Edmondson.
I understand the move because that's the type of player they 100% need.
But a first?
But yeah, for that guy, what are you doing?
I don't know who was reporting it. I'm trying to find it, but it's always hard to find the original source.
Yeah.
It's always repeated.